Hi, you have tuned in to the Raging Aggron channel, and I'm your host, Djingis. So in this video we're gonna talk about the third team in the Melee Division Sun Conference in the Pokemon Winter League. And it's the Lamar Luxrays that we're going to talk about. And I don't really know how this team is composed. I don't really know how he fought when he composed it. I can see a lot of ground weaknesses just in these Pokemon here, and I feel like a Scarfed Crook will destroy his team. I feel like a Scarfed Garchomp will destroy his team, and I just see problems with this team overall. But first off, we have his Secret user, Circuitry. Extremely scary Pokemon, but too slow to be very usable. You need to really invest in its speed, and most of the time you will have to run Scarfed Circuitry to be able to outspeed things that you need to outspeed to get the kill off. And Beast Boost is really nice, but you already have 173 special attack, and that special attack stat is higher than most Pokemon will access to with 252 special attack with Modest Natures. I mean, it just hits hard. It's extremely scary. It has a pretty good move pool, but I don't see how it fits this team. And you'll see, this is one Earthquake weakness. Next up, we have Mega Diancie. Extremely bulky, hits very hard, very underrated. Rock Fairy, Magic Bounce, get a lot of viability. Extremely hard to take down. I mean, yeah. I don't really think I have to talk pretty much more about Mega Diancie. I don't think I have to talk any more about Diancie and what I have talked about already. Extremely scary, good move pool. Magic Bounce has a great ability to get rid of rocks, but this team isn't rock weak, so I don't really know how he fought. They're able to get rid of Toxic, but he has 2 steel types in here already. So yeah. Then once again, it's a ground weakness. Then we have Metagross. So Metagross is a very, very scary Pokemon, very offensive. Can be run with an Assault Vest to just eat hits as well. It can be a lot of things. Banded, Assault Vest, Life Orb. Some of those 3 are the most common ones, with Bullet Punch to get priority. Choice Specs might be a thing as well, because I can actually use the base 95 special attack pretty well. And I don't think it gets Nasty Plot. No, it doesn't. Good, because that would have been broken. Metagross is a very, very good Pokemon to have. But once again, it's a Steel. It has Steel typing, so it's weak to fight. It's weak to ground. Then we have Lucario. I really like Lucario. Scarfed Lucario is extremely good. It has a lot of priority. Nasty Plot. Lucario is extremely scary when you run a Life Orb. So I mean, this is a very good Pokemon to have on the team. I really like the pick. If it wasn't for him now having 4 ground weaknesses, and that's not good. I'm not going to talk anymore about Lucario because I feel like we all know what it does pretty well. Then we have Swampert. So this is a thing that isn't weak to ground, but at the same time it's more weak to grass. So it's not the best wall. You need to have some... I mean, you can't really do things with it. I don't really see how it fits the rest of his team, other than it's there to eat up Earthquakes. But I mean, he has 2 grass weaknesses right now, 3 when you see Rhydon. And that's 5 and 6 Pokemon that are weak to ground as well with Rhydon. So I mean, this is just... I don't see how Swampert can help him at all. Now, next up we have Rhydon, extremely bulky, Eviolite user, great offensive threat, but it's poor. It's not the best Pokemon at all. It's a good Pokemon, but on this team it's pretty bad because it's weak to Earthquake, it's weak to Water. So I mean, I don't like this team's composition. It has a lot of weaknesses, a lot of common typings. I mean, he has what, 2 steel types, 2 rock types, 1 electric type. I mean, it's just, yeah, no, a lot of dual typings that you don't need, and a lot of weaknesses that you don't really need, and he doesn't patch them up in his first 6 picks as well. Then we have more Pokemons. So Luxray is, I don't really know how to describe Luxray because I never really used it at all. I would say that it's kind of bulky, but it's an electric type, so it doesn't really matter since you already have. I mean, just bring Earthquake against his team and he will die. The only really switch in he has, as you can see, will be later here with Chatot and Chandelure, maybe Mudsdale, but I mean, Leafeon may. Yeah, Leafeon can take care of Earthquake. So I mean, he patches it up there, but this isn't a good team in my opinion. Luxray doesn't fit here at all. It's more like a mascot pick, I feel like. I don't feel like he will bring it at all. Next up we have Leafeon. Leafeon is extremely defensive bulky. It can eat up Earthquakes, that's what it needs. But it doesn't take Fairy type hits. And he has 2 steel types that doesn't take Fairy types hits. It doesn't take fire, not fairy. Fairy that he's pretty good against, but fire is, yeah, I mean, it's a good Pokemon to have on the team. I feel like it will serve him well as a defensive Pokemon. More than that, I'm not gonna talk about it because, yeah, that's it. Chandelure, Flash Fire gets rid of the fire problem. Flame Body and Infiltrate, but Earthquake once again destroys Chandelure. So I'm not very fond of that Pokemon. I really like Chandelure, I love it, but not on this team. It doesn't work on this team at all. Next up we have Mudsdale. Mudsdale is a very physical defensive Pokemon, but you need to run AV most of the time, and then it doesn't have a good. You need to run AV most of the time, or you need to run Rest or Chesto, so you will have a bit more longevity. But yeah, no, I don't see how this Pokemon will work at all in Draft League format. It's good in game when you play through the games, when you play through Sun and Moon, but it's not good in Draft League format at all in my opinion. Stamina is a great ability, but it would work better if it was for both defenses. That would be broken, but it isn't. So you just keep scolding it and it will die pretty easy. Next up we have Chatot. Pretty fast, pretty hard hitting Boom Burst, pretty hard to deal with if you have a slow team. Extremely scary, great wall breaker in my eyes. Get rid of those subs, so subs are useless against you, and that's really good. So this is a Pokemon that I really like in this team. It gives him finally an immunity to ground. So he has to bring Chatot every week that he brings, and more than 2 steel types or 2 rock types or 2 steel and rock. I mean, yeah, you see the problem here already. As I haven't spoke about it enough. Alolan Sandslash is extremely bad without Hail. I don't think that it works on his team as well. I feel like he got it to get rid of Stealth Rocks, to just Rapid Spin. Steel Ice is pretty bad when you have fighting types in the division. I mean, every fighting type can destroy Alolan Sandslash without problem. I feel like that's all I'm gonna say about Sand. I mean, if we go back to the team overall, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 12 Pokemon are weak to Earthquake. Leafeon and Chatot are the only one that resists them. Swampert and well, I mean, Leafeon is resisted. Chatot is immune. Swampert and Mudsdale doesn't really care about them. But this is it's not that scary of a team. When you look at it, it's extremely scary. But then start to break it down. You see like Earthquake destroys it, Fighting destroys it, Knockoff can destroy it pretty bad as well. I mean, so it does, yeah. And if you run a Scarfed ground type, you will destroy his team. Scarfed Crocodile will destroy his team. I mean, yeah, I'm not very fond of that team. I would like to see how he uses it, but I feel like that would be the punching bag of the division, sadly. But yeah, that's all for this video. My name is Djingis, and I will see you next time.
you.